Long ago, beside a rushing stream and a deep green forest, there stood a mill. The miller who lived there had one daughter, and she was very beautiful and clever. The miller was so proud of her that one day, while boasting to the young king during a hunt, he foolishly said, "My daughter can spin straw into gold." The young king's eyes gleamed at these words, for he loved gold above all things. He ordered the girl brought to his palace at once. Without listening to her pleas, he locked her inside a chamber piled high with straw, set a spinning wheel before her, and said, "Spin all this into gold by morning, or you will die." Left alone, the poor girl wept bitterly. She knew the boast was false. She had no magic, only fear. But as her tears fell, the door creaked open, and in stepped a strange little man with a sharp smile and bright eyes. "Why are you crying?" he asked. "I must spin straw into gold," she sobbed, "and I cannot." The little man grinned. "What will you give me if I help you?" She offered her necklace. The bargain was made. The little man sat at the wheel, sang a curious song, and before her eyes, the straw turned into shining gold. The king was astonished, but greed soon replaced his wonder. He locked her in another room, filled with more straw. Again she wept. Again the little man came. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king brought her to the largest room of all. "Spin this," he said, "and you shall be my queen." Desperate, she turned once more to the little man. She had nothing left to give except a promise. "Give me your first child," he said softly. Terrified but trapped, she agreed. The straw was spun into gold, and by morning the king married her. The miller's daughter became queen, and for a time she lived in happiness. When the queen's first child was born, she was filled with joy, and she nearly forgot the terrible promise she had made. But one night, the little man appeared at her bedside. "Now give me what you owe," he said. The queen begged him to take gold, jewels, anything, but he refused. At last, seeing her tears, he made her an offer. "I will give you 3 days. If you can tell me my name, you may keep your child." Hope returned. The queen sent messengers across the land to gather every strange name they could find. When the little man came, she guessed again and again, but he laughed at every wrong answer. On the third day, a messenger returned with strange news. Deep in the forest, he had seen a little man dancing by a fire, singing, "Today I brew, tomorrow bake. Soon a royal child I'll take. Little does the queen now think that Rumpelstiltskin is my name." The queen could barely contain her joy. That night, the little man returned, rubbing his hands with delight. "Now, lady, what is my name?" She guessed slowly. "Is it John? Is it Tom?" He shook his head each time, smiling wider. Then she said calmly, "Is your name Rumpelstiltskin?" The little man screamed in rage. He stamped his foot so hard it split the floor, and with a howl of fury he vanished forever. The queen held her child close, safe at last. And though she lived in wealth and power, she never again trusted greed or promises made in desperation. For names have power, and secrets always find a way to be told.